See, we'll see something today. Very interesting thing. Ready? అనిపిస్తుందా అనిపించకపోతే ఓకే అనిపించకపోతే ఇంగ్లీష్ okay. See guys, do you know employees information, right? Let's say for example there is a employee name is there. Let's say for example Srikant. Okay, employee ID will be there, right? Let's say for example 511. Here company name will be there. Let's say for example Wipro. Here company address Hyderabad, company phone number. Clear? Any doubt still here? What is this? These are nothing but a data, right? These are nothing but a data. Okay. There is another employee. There is another employee working in the same company. Let's say Ramu. His employee ID is 530. So just give me 2 more minutes, guys. Again, we are facing technical issue. Okay. Now you can see the screen, right? See here. So this is another employee address, right? So Ramu employee ID is 530, but he's working in the same company. Clear? So I have written a company information again, isn't it or not? Okay. Now let's say, for example, another employee. Let's say go with a Gopi, right? He's also working in the same company. Now, how many employees are there? Three employees. Do you find any redundancy of data here? Huh?
Company name.
Company information, Wipro, right? Hyderabad and company phone number. This is a redundancy data. Right now I have three records. Okay, I just entered these three informations, right? The same information, common information I have been entered. Let's say for example Wipro is having some like lakhs of employees. So again I have to write each and every company name, address and phone number, right? Are you getting the point? Right? So only for three records, okay? These are the common data. These are common data. Okay, I have entered three times. If it is a millions, I have to enter millions of times. Okay. Now my company came and says that boss, my phone number is not 123456. It should be like 999929 something whatever it may be. What you have to do? You have to change it, boss. Remove this one and you have to write it. Double nine, sorry, triple nine, double nine, triple nine, whatever it may be. Okay. So I have to go to each and every record, then I have to change the phone number. Isn't it or not? Okay. So this is called data redundancy, repeated of data. Then what is the solution for this?
Which is the account.
What is the solution for this? Can we do like this, boss? Let's copy this company information. Okay. This is the problem. You understood the problem first?
Yes.
Everyone. Because if you are unable to understand the problem, then you are unable to understand the solution what I'm going to be giving to you. Ready? So I copy this section, identify this is a common area. I just take it separately. Okay. So I'm going to maintain a relation between these two data. Clear? Are you getting the point? This is separate section and this is separate. Right? I just maintain a relation data with this, right? Let's say for example, if I go with Ramu, I'll come like this, copy it. So come here and provide it like this. You understand what I'm trying to do? See now, if I have any problem with, let's say I want to change my phone number. Okay, I'm changing this phone number. Will it be reflected to all the employees?
Yes.
Exactly right. So, did you understand there is a redundancy of data is there? Okay. So to avoid that one, I identified the common data and I put that into a separate object and I given a relation to the another object. I separate that data to the another object. So the concept is nothing but relationships. What is that? Relationships. Did you understand why relationships are there? Now, to avoid the data redundancies. Okay, this is a common area, boss. Common area for every employee. Okay, so why should I go and write every employee record? Okay, so I want to split that one. Okay, I'll make it as an abstract layer. Okay, I want to make it as an abstract layer, and I put the common information at the top. Okay, like this. If I go here, so now I am going to take a relation between these two objects. So this is a company object. These are nothing but an employee object. Company is a parent, employee is a child. So such kind of informations will be available. That's what we have account and contact. Account and contact has a relationships. Okay, let's come back. We have been started working on relationships. So how many relationships are there here generally? Oh, sorry. Okay. So how many relationships are there generally in a real time?
One to one,
No, no, no. That is technically, boss. I'm talking generally.
and the relationship between
Uh, uh-huh. So how many relationships are there? I can say only two. One is strongly bonded relationship, and another one is
partial.
weakly bonded. Partially. So generally, I'm just talking about the real time. Okay. So we have different types of relationships are there, but if you categorize of all those things, okay, they are commonly with the strongly bonded relationships and weakly bonded relationships. Okay. Similarly, inside a Salesforce also we have strongly bonded relationships and weakly bonded relationships are there. Okay. So let's say, for example, strongly bonded means what means? Let's say, for example, I'm here. Okay. You remove my brain. Can I sustain? Is it weakly bonded or strongly bonded? అర్థం కాలైతే. I'm here right now
Strongly bonded.
in front of you. Okay. So what you have done is you removed my heart. Okay. Can I sustain?
No.
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 That means what? It is
Strongly
strongly
bonded.
bonded. It's a very, very strongly bonded, right? Similarly, okay, if you delete the parent, if you delete the parent, the child records also will be deleted. That comes under as a strongly bonded. Weakly bonded means you remove my hand here. Can I sustain? Yes. That is comes under as a weakly bonded. Similarly, in Salesforce also, if you remove the parent, still child records will be available in the Salesforce. That comes under as a weakly bonded. Okay. So technically, if I go with these relationships inside a Salesforce, what exactly the relationship is? Very simple, yeah. Okay. Two objects are there. Let us say two objects are there. They supply the data in between those two objects. That comes under as a relationships. Let us say, for example, this is an object. Yeah, now you can watch, right? So this is an object. This is also an object. I'll draw like this. This is a diagrammatic representation of a relationship. Now, can you tell me which one is parent and which one is child in this?
One is the parent.
I'll make this one as parent. Shura, how can you say that?
It is on top.
So, parent always holds the chain. That is the only variation. I will show this kind of a diagrammatic representation inside a Salesforce when you open your schema builder. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay. So in real time also they will give such kind of a diagrammatic representation. So always parent holds the chain. Okay. Let us say this is an object, right? This is an object and this is an object. Let's say this is an employee object and this is a no, sorry. This is a company object. This is a employee object, right? So we both have a relationship. Okay. But anyway, parent always holds the chain. You understand this point, what I'm trying to say? By looking into the relationship, you have to identify which one is parent and which one is child. By looking into this, can you identify which one is parent? Is a parent or child?
Parent.
How can you say it's a parent? Because parent is holds the child. Now you got the clarity. Okay, no. Now, can you tell me when this one becomes a child? When this one becomes a parent? When this one becomes a parent? ఇది ఎప్పుడు parent అయింది?
When it is a very started.
When you become as a parent, boss.
Right.
Right? Whenever the child came, definitely parent will be available, right? So whenever I created a child object and associated to this parent, definitely this one becomes as a parent. So if you want to create a parent, okay, if you want to make a parent as a relationship, definitely you require a child. Remember this point, okay? So that I can write like this: child related to parent. Child related to parent. This is a technical term. Related to parent. I don't know whether it's a one to many or many to many or many to one. I'm not sure. But I am only remembering that parent and child. By looking into it, I can easily identify this is a parent and this is a child. Okay. Still, I never touched the Salesforce. Still. Okay. So these kind of informations will be available. Okay. So child always related to your parent. Child always related to your parent. Okay. So now let's say for example, have you created a fields, boss? Yes. What kind of fields you created yesterday? Auto number, checkbox, emails, geolocations, phone number. Do you feel any difficulty? Simple or easy? Right? Even creating a relationships inside a Salesforce is also very, very simple. Yesterday you created field, right? Similarly, I'll also create a field, okay, inside a Salesforce, so it will relate the two objects. Matter of 1 minute. Let us say Let us, for example, this is object one. Again, I'm not touching Salesforce. This is object one. You can consider this is object two. You can consider this one as object two. Is there any relation between these two objects?
No.
No. For your easy understanding purpose, I'm coming out of your project, okay, and I'm saying that this is ID, this is company name. Understand clearly what I'm trying to draw. This is a phone number, right? So we will have a data. We will have a data. Let us say, for example, some, I don't know what kind of an ID it is. Clear? Clear? What object it is? Object one is a company object. Let's say, for example, company object. And there is a object two as well. There is a object two as well. Now I want to relate this object to object one. I want to maintain a relationship because this object is an employee object. Okay, here it has an ID. So now this is nothing but an employee object. Now I want to relate this employee object to this company. Two objects are separate right now, individual. You understood? I'm not touching Salesforce still. Okay. So this object is individual and this object is individual. Okay. Now you want to maintain a relationship between these two objects. To maintain a relationship between these two objects, where you will start?
Similar com.
You will start from the company or you will start from the employee? Okay, I'll start from the employee. I'll go to the object of employee. Understand this one. Okay. I'll go to the object of employee. Okay. I'll create a new field. I'll create a new field. Okay. Create a new relationship field. Still, I'm not touching what kind of a relationship it is. Okay. I'll create a relationship field as like your text field, as like your auto number field. I will create a relationship field. Okay. Giving a name as company. Okay. So I'll go to the child object and I'll choose my parent. Are you getting the point? That starts the origin of your relationship. Go to the child object, try to create a new field. Okay. That field is nothing but a relationship field. Okay. Now you choose your parent. So when you're choosing your parent as a company, then definitely there is a relationship will be available like this. Where relationship starts means from your child object. Where relationship starts? From your child object. So identify your child object, go into that, create a new field, okay? Create a new field and choose your parent. Choose your parent. I'll show you now. Okay. So now coming to the Salesforce technically, I will give a justification for this. Okay. So as of now, being a programmer, be ready for your imaginary part. Okay, two objects are individual, first point. Now I want to maintain a relationship between these two things. So I identified my child object and I go into that and I create a new field. Okay, and I'm relating my parent object there. Okay, so relationship starts from your child object. Where you will create a relationship fields means child objects only, not on parent object. You will create relationship fields only on child objects. Understand that line, what I'm trying to say. You will create relationship fields only on child objects, not on parent. So that's why your parent always holds the child. So generally inside a Salesforce, we have master detail relationship and we have lookup relationship. Okay, these are the two things. Another one is also there. Okay, user hierarchy relationship. Okay, we'll talk that one later. So these two are very important for me right now. So what is master detail relationship and lookup relationship? Master is nothing but a parent. Detail is nothing but a child. Okay, do you know these two are nothing but a data types? What is that? These two are nothing but a data types. What are the data types you worked on yesterday? Auto number,
Email.
text, email, phone. Similarly, there is a lookup and master. You got it? Are you getting the point? ఇందా చెప్పినంత మర్చిపోండి, నాకు అనవసరం. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పే పాయింట్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Okay, relationships is also nothing but a data types inside a Salesforce. With a simple field data type, you can relate it to the other objects. Okay, so your Salesforce supports how many relationships here? Two. What are they? Master detail and lookup relationship. Master detail is the strongest. What is that? Strongest. Lookup is a weak, weakly bonded. The two types of bondings will be there. Relationship is nothing but what? Yeah, it's a bonding between the people, or bonding between the objects, right? So if I want to go with the strongest bonding with an object, so definitely I can choose a master detail relationship. If I want to go with a weakly bonded kind of a relationship, then definitely I'll go with a lookup relationship. Clear? Any doubts? So how many relationships are there? Is this relationships are nothing but a field data types? Yes, I'll show you. Is your relationships are nothing but a field data types? Yes. So by observing this diagram, can you identify which one is parent and child? Parent always holds the child. Where relationship starts from the child. That means I can go to the child object. I can create a new field. Either could be a data type of master detail or a lookup, and then can I choose my parent. Okay, now let's coming to our business. Let's coming to our business. See, in our project, in our project, we have a transaction. You know transaction in our project. Do you know why we are using transaction? Transaction is nothing but a staging object inside a Salesforce where it stores the orders which is coming from SMB. That orders also will have some line items. Those line items will be stored in your transaction line item. So for that reason, inside a Salesforce, we have created two objects. One is transaction, another one is transaction line item. Let's go and choose your object. See your objects now. Transaction, transaction line items. Transaction, transaction line items. Clear? Okay. Is there any relationship between these two objects? Still no, yeah? Still no. So this is a parent object and this is a child object. I'll tell you why I choose this one as a parent and this one is a child means, let us say for example, you log into your Amazon, okay? You choose your order, that complete order. In that order, it includes the items, isn't it or not? Like items like trimmer, based on the quantity and unit price, okay? Electric bulb or anything else, the goods what you have been choose, that comes under as a line items. The complete transaction comes under as an order, right? Okay. So that's why according to in our project also, we are maintaining orders inside a transaction and that order related items, the quantity, the pricing information will be available in transaction line item. So let us say I deleted this order here. Do I need to maintain the line items related to that order? It's not required. It's not required. So that's the reason. Which relationship should I choose between these two? Master or a lookup?
Master.
Why master? Why not lookup?
Strongly.
Yes, I want to create a strongly bonded this between these two objects because if order has been deleted, maintaining a line item information, why it's not required for me. Okay, line item has to be deleted as well. So that's the reason, and I'm going to maintain a strongest relation between these two objects. So I can choose this one is a parent, and I can choose this one is a child. So as I said like 15 minutes back, some story. Okay, this one is a parent and this is a child. Now I want to maintain a relationship between these two objects. Now which object should I choose first?
Transaction line items.
Exactly. You have to go and choose your transaction line item. Now you have to put on questions. Okay, I'll go with the transaction line item. Transaction line item is a standard object or a custom object?
Custom object.
Custom object. All custom objects will be available in where? Under the build, under the create.
Create.
This is the object. Have you seen your object here? This one? Yes, open it. So how you can create a relationships here? Here you can see custom fields and relationships.
Relations.
Shall I click on new? Yes, you are creating a field now. Where you are on the transaction line item. Yesterday you created auto number, okay, some other fields, right? So today we are relating another object. We are choosing another object as a parent. So now which one I have to choose? Master detail. So before clicking on this one, you have to read the statements. Okay, master detail is a strongest. How it could be a strongest? I'll tell you. It is a required field. Master detail is a required field. Let us say, చెప్తా. What is this? This is an account, right? Just you click on account. Do you know what is this?
Parent.
Lookup icon. It's an icon. There you can relate to another object. Let us say if I go to the contacts, click on new. What is this? Referensive fields. We can call it as a referensive fields. Now today we are going to create such kind of a fields. We know how to create this field, right? We created this field as well. Okay, and we know how to create these drop downs, right? So we know how to create these email fields, phone fields, right? Text fields. Similarly, we are going to create this referensive fields. What is that? Referensive fields. Now I'm going to create such kind of a referensive field. This is called lookup icon. What is this? Lookup icon, referensive fields. From contact, from child, I'm going to associate a parent record. Very simple statement అంటే తెలుసా, రికార్డ్ ఇలా ఓపెన్ చేశారు, ఇలా ఐకాన్ కనపడింది అనుకో, ఈ రికార్డ్ చైల్డ్ ఒకటే పండుగ వస్తుంది, అర్థమైందా? చైల్డ్లో నుంచే పేరెంట్ని నువ్వు చూస్ చేసుకుంటావు. Got it? Now I'll choose my parent. Say I'm choosing my parent. Got it? పేరెంట్కి ఇలా ఉండదు, చైల్డ్లో మాత్రమే ఇలా ఉంటుంది. అర్థమవుతుంది నేను చెప్తున్నాను. Now coming here, coming back, I go to the transaction line item and I'm creating a new field. It said that it is a master detail relationship. Master detail is required. See, ఇదేంటిది రిక్వైర్డ్ ఆప్షనల్ కనిపిస్తుంది కదా, ఇస్ అ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఆప్షన్ రైట్. అలానే ఇక్కడ లుకప్కి ఇక్కడ రిక్వైర్డ్ వస్తుంది అనమాట. చూద్దాం. I choose master detail relationship. Click on next. See, now where in which object you are? Transaction line item. And you are related to what? Choose your parent. What's your parent here? There is T. Here. Right? So I choose my parent. I'm in a child and I'm choosing my parent. That's what? Relation starts from the child. ఇదే నేను చెప్తుంది. రిలేషన్షిప్ ఎక్కడ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది? చైల్డ్ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. చైల్డ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్లోకి వెళ్ళి ఒక కొత్త ఫీల్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తావు, అది రిలేషన్షిప్ ఫీల్డ్ అవుతుంది. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి పేరెంట్ నువ్వు చూస్ చేసుకుంటున్నావు. నేను చూస్ చేసుకున్న ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ అని. క్లిక్ ఆన్ నెక్స్ట్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ బీన్ చూస్డ్ అ మాస్టర్ డీటెయిల్ రిలేషన్షిప్. ఓకే, నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ ట్యాబ్. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ హియర్? This is a relationship name. What is this? Relationship name. Still, you are not that much of level to understand about this security settings and lookup filters. But definitely, in the coming days, we are going to look into this one. Okay, and this is very simple. Okay, right now I'm not choosing this option. Okay, just give me like 2 to 3 minutes. You'll come to know what exactly the LO reparenting. Okay, now just click on next. See, it is a required field. That's why you are unable to remove it, unable to remove the field. Yesterday also we have created a required field. That is a required for all the profiles. FLS, field level security. And it is asking for a page layout. Save. Now this option is very interesting thing. What is this? Can you read it? Related list. Let us say, for example, as we know, account is a parent, contact is a child. When I open an account record, as we know, this is an account detail page. Account detail page. These are accounts information. Can you tell me what is these are technically?
Values.
What is this section? Yes, related section. What is this section? Related section. See, account is a parent, contact is a related section, child. So నీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ కోడ్ ఇలా కావాలని అడుగుతుంది. పేరెంట్ కింద చైల్డ్స్, ఇలా చైల్డ్ సెక్షన్స్ కావాలని అడుగుతుంది. దట్స్ వాట్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ రిలేటెడ్ సెక్షన్. ఎస్, ఐ వాంట్ ఇట్. సేవ్. See, first time on the custom object, we have created a relationship. That too, it's called a master detail relationship. Okay, as per the business. So because transaction line items, both parent and child. Okay, so we want to maintain. How much time it took? Not less than 1 minute. Okay, simply you're going to create a field and you're going to relate your data type as a master detail relationship. Okay, but the variation, what is the variation between yesterday class and today classes? Yesterday it's a simple value what you are going to be entered, but today what you're going to do is you're going to relate the other object. Okay, now let's try to be fill up this data. See, this is a transaction line item. Click on this, click on this view. See how simple we created this one. Now I can relate what? Your transaction. So transaction data is not available. Let's go and create a transaction data first. See, transaction data is not there. Okay, there are no fields in the transactions. So let me create a dummy field here so far. Okay, anyway, I'll do one thing. See, I'm creating fields in a transaction. Give me a second. This is a transaction ID, not a name. So this is an object where we created last 2 days back. Okay, and these are the standard fields given by the Salesforce, and we are using of it. And this is a custom field where you can create. Okay, let me give the name. See here. What is this transaction name? I'll give like 80 characters, and that it's required for me. Click on next. Now I just created a normal field, not a relationship field. This is what we have done yesterday. Today again I created a new field called as transaction name. Okay. When I go and open my transaction, click on new. Here I can give the transaction name. I'm just giving like SAP order V1.1, something whatever it may be, the details I given. Click on save. This is a transaction details I given. Okay. Now go to the transaction line item. Click on new. Now you are going to relate this transaction. What is the transaction ID here? 001 it starts. Click on this one. So you are choosing your transaction. This is a child and you have been choosed your parent record. Click on save. See, a child record has been created. When you hover on this related item, it will show a compact layout for you. Okay, compact window, that is. Here you can see this is a compact window. So even when you click on control button, click on this one. Okay, you can navigate to the parent record called as transaction. Okay, see, this is the related section where we created the last option. When you're creating a relationship, that's the sixth step, I believe. Okay, it asks for the related list, right? So this is the related list. If you uncheck that option, you won't see the child information here. This is a parent and this is the related childs, you can see today I just introduce you the relationships. That's it. It's a never ending concept again. Okay, I just introduce you the relationship. So relationships are very very simple. You know, you're going to be include two objects information. You're going to be shared two objects information. I just shown you like in what instance technology related relationships came to the picture. Means if they want to share their data to the child levels, so definitely we are going to create a relationships. Working relationships on a Salesforce is very simple because you just want to create a field. You want to identify the child object. ఫస్ట్ చైల్డ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేయండి. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోయి ఒక ఫీల్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి. ఆ ఫీల్డ్ యొక్క డేటా టైప్ ఐదర్ మాస్టర్ డీటెయిల్ పెడతావా, లుకప్ పెడతావా అనేది ఇట్స్ అప్ టు ద బిజినెస్. Then when you are trying to create a field, you are going to relate it to your parent. Okay, today I just introduced the relationship, not yet done. There are so many things are there because let me show you. Okay, I want to know what kind of a relationship between the standard objects is there. I want to know whether we can maintain a relation between standard objects and custom objects. Okay, so I want to know like user object can also be participated in the relationship or not. So many things are there. But before going that, at least you people has to create a relationship inside a Salesforce and you have to create a records. Okay, so if you pass that assignment, then I can be explain you about, because most interview questions will be there here. How many relationships you can create it onto the single object? How many masters you can create? How many lookups you can create? What are the limitations when you are working on the relationships? Okay, how the security model will be work on the relationships? So many things are there. Okay, but out of all these things, only one thing is very important, like how you can create a relationship. You just open a child object, create a new field. Okay, choose either master or lookup. Okay, still today I showed you the master detail. Okay, but we have another option, lookup also. I'll show you that one tomorrow. See, let me create another record. See this one, guys. Now, how many transactions are there here? Two transactions are there. Let's go to the transaction line item. This is the existing record, right? And this existing record is already associated with one of the transaction line item. Already it is associated with one of the transaction line item. Now I want to replace it. It is related to the one. I want to replace it with the two. I don't want this one. Okay, click on edit. Can you able to change this one? You cannot, right? But there is an option at the back and behind. See, this is a shortcut where you can open your fields and objects. This is a field, right, where you created. This is a transaction, right? Click on edit. Here you can see an option called allow reparenting. Allow reparenting. Check this checkbox. Is it allowed you to reparent here? No, right? But now you see when you check this checkbox, you can change your parent. Okay? Save it. Now come here, refresh your screen. See, I can reparent it. I removed it. Come here. Now I choose another parent. That is the checkbox, allow reparenting. So most asked interview question that is, what exactly the allow reparenting means? You can change your parent onto the child record by checking off into the checkbox. Still, relationships not yet done. So many things are there. I just given you 1% of knowledge today. The only 1% of knowledge is open your child record, child object, create a relationship there, choose your parent, open your child tab, click on new button and fill up those details. That's it. That's it for today. Okay. Please complete this assignment today. Are you getting the point what I'm trying to say? Okay. Because most of the questions, like to eliminate the candidates, okay, they'll ask you about the relationships. Definitely. They'll ask you what kind of relationships are there. Okay. So how exactly you create a relationship? How data will be shared in part of relationships? Limitation wises on the relationship. So all these are most askable interview questions. But out of all this, put everything aside. First, you should know how to create a relationship. తర్వాత డిసైడ్ చేద్దాం ఏది పేరెంట్ ఏది చైల్డ్ అని, ఏది స్ట్రాంగెస్ట్ ఏది వీకెస్ట్ అనేది. ముందు నువ్వు ఒక ఫీల్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేయ, రిలేషన్షిప్ ఫీల్డ్ వస్తే చాలు. ఫీల్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తావు, డేటా ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయి.
ఇంకో చైల్డ్ యాడ్ చేయాలంటే మళ్ళీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ లైన్ ఇంకో రికార్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇంకో చైల్డ్ యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే ఇప్పుడు 002 పెట్టారు కదా మీరు. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను 002కి ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ లైన్ ఇంట్లో ఇంకో చైల్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఇంకో రికార్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి
మెటాడేటా ఒకటే క్రియేట్ చేసింది. బట్ ఐ కెన్ క్రియేట్ సో మెనీ డేటా. Metadata is only one. This is the metadata backend. I will never create one more master detail because already metadata is one. Okay, metadata paina any data aina pettukovachu, right? Okay, so I don't want to associate another record, to create another record. I don't want to create another relationship again, right?
What is the purpose of repairing? అంటే లైన్ ఐటమ్స్ అక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ వస్తాయి కదా ట్రాన్సాక్షన్.
There is an option for you to repair it. Okay, boss. Accidentally you choose the wrong record. Now you want to be replace it. If that option is not enabled for you, you cannot write. You're going to delete that sensitive information, right? So instead of delete, you can update that sensitive information, right? So that's the reason Salesforce has given us that option, allow repair. Yeah. So that's it for today. Yeah? Okay. Tomorrow, sorry, I have to introduce you, like, for next 1 week, okay, completely online. The reason is, so the switch premises doing some what we can say, renovation kind of stuff. Okay, so that what has been going on here. Okay, for next 1 week from tomorrow onwards it will start. Okay, but tomorrow there is a, presentations. Okay, you come here for presentations. I'll show you another space for you. There we'll look it where there will go there and we'll make some presentations. Okay, tomorrow I will be available for you. Got it? But from Monday onwards, online, only for 1 week. Okay. Again you can come on next Monday. Same time. Same time. Okay. Yeah, I'll post this video. Go through this here. Thank you.